Alright, what is going on YouTube? And today we got a little bit of a kind of a Spiral Abyss commentary. The Abyss did reset, so I figured I'd finagle a little commentary in or a little free upload in. Just as a placeholder in between my next couple videos, which will be pretty sick. I'll be probably doing a few more edits soon and a new lifting documentary, so you can and a Fortnite video too, so you can look forward to those. And then I think after that, me and my friend uploaded a channel or made a channel called Designated Drinkers, which we'll be starting to upload a bit on, and I'm doing like a documentary on having a beer every single day and how that affects my gains in the gym and my appearance and stuff. Like a 24 days of Christmas experiment is what I'll probably be calling it. So yeah, you can stay tuned for that. But enough about the channel. Let's talk about this Abyss. And I will say, this Abyss, you know it's bad when I have to resort to Raiden Hyper Carry every time. I'm not like, you know, the Raiden Hyper Carry team and the Hu Tao Double Hydro team. Those are like my bread and butter. Like, they're go-to teams that I can rock the Abyss with. Or rock, you know. Get, like, 9-star. Get by. I can pretty much do that without a problem, like, no matter how hard they are, typically. And honestly, if I could give any viewers one piece of advice as a Genshin player, I would say definitely just focus on crafting 2 teams that are, like, perfect in every situation. Like, no matter what, no matter how, like, rough the Spiral Abyss is, just a team that, like, will kick ass in whatever situation it's given. Because a lot of the new Spiral Abysses will try to obviously cater to whichever the event character is. And I would just say spend your Primo Gems on characters you enjoy, not necessarily characters that are meta, because that's no way to live, man. And besides, I feel like people don't really even mess with the Abyss like that anymore. Like, most people just don't enjoy it because it caters so much to newer characters. And honestly, I didn't even enjoy this Abyss. Like, don't get me wrong, these are 2 really fun teams and I'm very grateful for. But I've been wanting to try like a new team, like a D-Loop team, which I have used in the past, but I also got a sick Hydro Traveler team. I got a Hyzo team that I cleared the last Abyss with, but it just did not fly on this one, so that's just kind of a bummer. If I wanted to play strictly for enjoyment, I would, you know, try some new things, but maybe one day those teams will be crafted to as perfect of level as this one, and, you know, that'll be, you know, I'll just have more good teams on this account. But I wasn't doing this for fun, I was more doing it to prove to myself that, you know, these teams are capable in whatever situation I put them in. And of course, for like the 600 Primo Gems you get for like 3-starring every like floor or whatever, every chamber. However that goes. And I suppose it is a little late in the video to be saying this, but you are going to want some shields. Second half for sure. Possibly even the first half. I think a perfect character for the first half would be like a Diona, because she can heal, and there's a lot of bleed damage going on in the first. Honestly, I don't really know how the Pyro, like the flame lectors do, those or heralds. I think they might be, they're either called lectors or heralds, but they're the fire dudes that have the fire shields. I'm pretty sure they do bleed damage too, so it's kind of a good investment to have a healer. Jean would be pretty great. Baiju, yeah, they're probably just catering this to Baiju now that I'm thinking about it, because he can him or Jean, I don't even know how. I saw a video, like a Ziox video on him. He'd be pretty good, obviously, but unless you're just an absolute monster at dodging, then you might struggle with this, like I kind of did without a shield. The the two dancing robot people. I don't know what they're called, but Hoyo absolutely loves putting them in the abyss. They must absolutely adore that creation or something. Me, not so much. I've had just about my wit's end with that boss. They do a lot of damage, and they're just not fun to go up against, but they're no match for Hu Tao, and I would say they're no match for Zhongli, but depending on the character I have, he kind of is a match for them, because I found that when I was using Ganyu, I still was getting melted by that boss with Zhongli on my team. So it was kind of a thing where I have to constantly be cycling into Zhongli's shield every single rotation. I don't know if we'll get to see it here because Hu Tao kills him just so quickly. And also, on this chamber, or half right here, I think 2 of my characters die. So I apologize that this isn't even like a quality or like perfect run. But I guess that can go to show you that not every run for me is perfect, as like solidly built as these teams are. So if I can do it, a mechanically better player can. And everybody knows, everybody who plays Genshin knows I'm not exactly a very mechanical or good at dodging player of the game. I'm just a dude who has his team, and you know, I try to be one with my team, and sometimes it works. It just sometimes it takes longer and the gameplay's a little sloppier or whatever. In this abyss, I also had to switch to a heavier crit rate Hu Tao, which is only 60%, but that feels like kind of a lot for me. Look, Kazuha just died, and one more character is gonna die. I can't remember which one it is, but like I was saying, I feel like Hu Tao needed to crit before her C6 kicks in, which is at like 25% HP. The other 75% I needed to be critting for this abyss. Like every second kind of counted. So I switched to a 60-76 ratio, whereas I was either using like a 50-85 before, or a 45-300. I would switch between those, and it's fun having the massive crit damage hits, but I just wanted the consistency of just always critting, you know. So that was you'll be able to see the builds at the end. It's still a pretty good Hu Tao build that I'm pretty proud of. I think around right here, the second character died. Yep, Fischl. Or no? Fischl? Oh, Raiden. Yeah, Raiden just gets blasted the second she comes out, but it was kind of like a buzzer beater. We still got it. Here are the dancing robots I was talking about. The Dirge of Copelia. Quite the name. Quite the boss. They have caused me quite some trouble. Pretty much the only team I have capable of beating this boss is the Hu Tao team. There's definitely something I'm not getting, so if you know a quicker, more efficient way of beating this boss where I don't have to use a C6 5-star to clear, please let me know, because I don't feel like looking it up. Only Genshin YouTuber I really watch is Ziox, and he doesn't really do Abyss, how to clear videos, so that's whatever. Now we're going over to the build. We got the Raiden team. Not much has changed for Raiden, except I did switch to an attack Sans, because she had 260 with it. Yeah, 265 energy recharge. I was like, I might as well go for attack percent and an Electro Goblet. Just get a ridiculous build going at the price of 40 ER, but her ER is still looking good, so I think for Fischl, I'm going to keep using the double attack pieces, just because I do not really want to. I don't really care about. I am farming the new Fontaine set, but I just don't care about that enough for Fischl, and I think she already does plenty damage. And then Bennett and Kazuha, pretty straightforward. Just my healers and my swirler, my EM Animo guy. Hu Tao build looking decent. I got this crit rate circlet, or yeah, circlet, with 32 crit damage on it, and I have never gotten that on a circlet before on the entire account. So even though I have Hu Tao C6, I am still using a crit rate circlet just because I'm like, I gotta use this on somebody, and I don't have Amber built. D-Luke doesn't need a crit rate circlet, so I just went with this one, a little more crit rate heavy build, and it worked out decently. I'll probably change up the artifacts on Jinkyu and Yelan because I've noticed I have been getting a little less damage with Hu Tao. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. I know it was probably a relatively hodgepodge upload, but I can't skip out on the free Abyss upload, so I hope it helped and I hope it was entertaining, and I hope if you are pulling for the Hydro Archon, that goes well. So yeah, I'll catch you guys later.